Welcome to the Supercar Connection podcast. Find us on social at Supercar Connection, and full episodes drop Mondays on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Like, comment, subscribe, send us to a fellow car lover. We appreciate all of your support. I'm Gavin, this is my boy Joe, and we're here to talk about cars. Welcome back this week. We got a special treat for you, our very first guest. We got George here at Corsa Galleria.
What up?
Owner of Corsa Galleria, can I say?
Owner? Nah, I'm just an officer of the corporation.
An officer?
That's about it.
You don't want to get too pinpointed down there.
Officer of the corporation.
I'm on the board of members.
I would say, we got a board of trustees, board of members.
Mm-hmm. Corsa Galleria is a dealership here in Glendale, California. You specialize in BMWs, I can safe to say?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Anything that's cool, but it just happens to be more
Foreigns?
BMW biased. Yeah, foreigns. Yeah.
Foreigns. If you like BMWs, Cultus following, stuff like that.
We do JDM stuff too. We got a pretty cool.
You do JDMs? Really?
Yeah, bro, every time.
Some rice burners in here too?
I saw that yellow Supra out there.
I want to say, you put some E90, E85 in that thing.
But the Supra's basically a Beamer too.
Yeah?
It's actually true.
Low key.
Yeah,
it literally is a Beamer.
It low key is a Beamer.
We got an STI, we got a WRX.
So we were here earlier this week. We shot a reel of a BMW M3 here on the lot, an E92. Don't want to mess that one up. Have the BMW
E92.
fans going after me.
Black on black.
E92.
Yeah.
Someone should buy that car. So George cuts me a commission check.
I got the check ready.
As if you want to get sold on it, just check out our page and watch that reel. There literally is no better salesman than this guy sitting right to my right.
Interior is
literally
great
killed it.
But yeah, that's that. We were here earlier this week. We saw some of the cars. We talked about some of this, and now we're here with George. How'd you get started with Corsa? If you don't mind I ask.
Yeah, bro, that's like the number one thing people usually ask me here, like mainly customers. But it was kind of a funny story. I was like, a lot of people flip cars on the street. I started out like that too, just on the side, like a little hobby. Dude, and then shit just started like adding up. We parked on this one street near my house, and man, I think I had like 11 cars at one point, all on the street, one side on Sonora. Really,
your home.
Near my house.
Like your personal house. Like, so like just like a residential street.
Yeah.
You got 11
Is there street cleaning?
Huh?
Street cleaning?
No, I found the one street that didn't have street cleaning near my house.
Lucky
enough. Leave it up to George.
I strategized it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what happened was that neighborhood hated me because I took up all the parking in their street. It got to the point where I slowly started sensing the hate because I would see neighbors like come outside and like, can you give me a wrong guy? You know,
right?
Like, hella side eye.
Armenian neighbors or just Armenian neighbors? Or?
No, some of them were Armenian, this street didn't have any Armenians, even though we're in Glendale. But
so you think they're probably upset at you for that? They're like, look at this.
If it was Armenians, they would have said something. The other people, they kind of
lives in Glendale.
They just internalized it.
Right.
Because you know why? I started noticing, like, I would come out one day and I would notice, like, there's a dent on my car. Door mirrors, like, someone punched it or something. And then when it got worse, the worst point was, I don't know if it's just City of Glendale that does this, but these neighbors started reporting my car's abandoned. And what happens at that point, they will chalk the floor on your tire, and they put a note on your windshield, and you have 72 hours to move that tire past that chalk. So imagine moving like every day, every move car an inch forward past, it gets hectic.
You got like 12 BMWs, you're shifting down the street.
Yeah, just moving like inch, turn on, move up,
you're turning them on. Are you warming these cars up, I hope, for at least 5-10 minutes?
Warming it up to move it 7 inches.
That's the whole point. If you turn a car on and then you creep it 2 inches and turn it off, you're going to destroy. You're done.
The car's done.
You're going to destroy the car.
According to people on Instagram, your car's done.
Oh my goodness.
Your push rods are done, right?
No, 100%. Yeah, it's over. It's over.
Piston rings fried.
Everything in between.
Part it out, bro. But yeah, so what happened was, and then one weekend I went to Vegas, come back, three or four of my cars were impounded to the tow yard. Yeah, Gaze Towing. Fuck you.
Yeah, for real.
Funny story.
They probably wanted all kinds of crazy storage and everything in between.
Bro, let me tell you, 3 cars. I got back in town like right when those cars got impounded. So it was there maybe like total of 6 hours each car. Well, I call, I'm like, hey, my cars are there. And they're like, yep, all 3 are here. I'm like, how much is it? I'm thinking like 200 each.
Right.
Bro drops a $750 on each one. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Tow, moving and handling fee,
and
dolly fee, administration fee.
Yeah, they're partnered with the City of Glendale cops, so they got to pay their fee.
$300 a day storage, $350 maybe even.
Yeah, so I got really pissed off, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm like, can you guys like hook me up? It's only been 6 hours. Like, if it was a full day, maybe charge me the full rate. But I'm like, can you prorate it? Yeah. So then he starts. If you look up Gage Towing, they got the worst reviews too. Like,
Glendale Tow Yard?
Yeah. They're just partnered with the city, so I get why they have such.
They don't cut another Armenian brother some love.
They got the best contract in Glendale.
I was going to say they have the best contract.
They're raking the money. Yeah,
the best.
100%.
Yeah, but yeah, I got there. I was upset, man, and he knew I was upset, and we kind of like we clashed heads a little. Yeah, I don't want to get into it, but yeah, it was funny. But yeah, so yeah, when that happened, it kind of bells went off. I'm like, I think I got to do this, like, get a legit spot, full time it.
Scale for your first event of like scaling, really.
Yeah. So I drove around Glendale. I was looking for like empty lots, I guess, that kind of fit the vibe I was going for. Found this spot, called the landowner. He wanted like 12 grand for the whole thing. I couldn't do that.
This spot that we're currently at.
Yeah, he wanted
12 bands.
Yeah, he wanted 12 bands.
People are delirious.
Yeah. I offered him a different
Glendale,
number.
baby.
I know, but Glendale is just delusion. It's just filled with the streets of delusion.
Yeah, I'm a shrewd negotiator, so I hit him with a different number. I don't want to say it here, but he said no. Day later, calls me. He's like, all right, let's do it.
That's business, baby.
That's business, baby.
Fast forward, we've been here for like 2 years almost. Doing good. We got bigger. We got the side office now, so it's like a whole thing now. So
how'd you even get started in flipping to begin with?
Bro, it was honestly on accident.
Yeah?
I bought this. There was two catalysts. There was one when I was 18 working at a junkyard. And on the junkyard, there's like a program you can use where everyone's like selling parts. And I saw someone posted like some junkyard over in Bakersfield, like 3 hours away. He put a message out. He's like, someone pick up this 2004 Audi A3 for like $500. I'm like $500. I'm like, that's a good deal. Before I even bought it, I asked him to send me photos of it, and I put it on Craigslist in LA. 50 million people hitting me up saying $2 grand. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like,
let me make this happen.
I think I can make some money here. So I take an Uber all the way out to San Bernardino, drive that shit back. Flipped it to that guy that I already had a lead on.
Ubered to this spot?
Ubered to it, bro. Yeah, and I did, and it was a risk, bro, because I don't know if that car was running or not.
But you didn't even get it back.
For real.
I drove it back. It was a stick shift car. I had a check engine light on the way back. I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, great. I mean, you brought the damn thing for $500.
Yeah,
so I'm thankful it was just a check engine.
500 was a lot to me back then, though. So,
bro, that part I understand.
I was 18 years old. Like,
I understand.
Yeah. So that was the first catalyst, and then that was like one of my bells kind of rang. But then I died out of it, and then I had another company at one point, and I bought like my first like, I guess supercar or sports car, but I bought a GT3 2015. Bought it for 120.
Porsche guy.
Yeah, Porsche guy for sure. But yeah, I bought it for 120, and then COVID market boomed.
Oh my goodness!
The market,
those things went crazy.
The COVID market, it's still going crazy, but yeah, the COVID market boom. Obviously, everything went hectic. I think I bought it like right at the perfect time. Bought it for 120.
You got a GT3 for 120. Just think about that.
Yeah,
Guards red.
That is
a Guards
crazy.
red with 18,000 miles with the CPO warranty for 2 more years. Like, it was nuts of a deal.
So that's 200 easy right now.
Easy right now.
Yeah, no, it's like 170. It's like 170.
Really, 170 for a GT3?
What year? 2018. Mine was in 2015. So
okay. 2018 is a year where they start like from that year on is where they go crazy. No, 18 and on.
Yeah, it was just a facelift. That's all.
That's all they did.
The engine it went from a
3.8 to a 4.0.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
160 today.
Yeah. The one I had is worth like 160. I sold it for 140, so I made.
That's today.
Yeah. So you made 20. You had how long you had the car?
I had it for like not as long as I wanted to.
Yeah.
I had a shoulder surgery. There's a video of me like right as I got out of shoulder surgery. There's a video of me like right before I'm about to sell. I'm like, let me drive this thing one more time, bro. I'm driving it with one hand with the cast, like having fun downshifting like this.
Your shoulder's disconnected, but yet somehow you're still shifting gears.
It's fucking hilarious. But
I don't know. I just went like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
As long as you don't touch me.
Yeah, but yeah, I made 20 grand on it, and then that was like right as the time I wanted to get out of the old industry I was in. So I made 20 grand on it. I'm like, that's it. I'm like, I'm doing this full time.
Yeah.
So I cashed out everything I had. I took that money from the GT3 and all my other savings I had, and just went out, bought like 20, 30 cars, and then
just went
loaded the place up. Yeah.
Dude, how about that?
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, what's up?
What was the biggest, in your opinion, when you scaled, like for example, when you went from the 11, 12 cars you had on the street to like having this place fully operational, like for example, today, what has been like the biggest mindset change for you as an operator, whatever you want to call yourself, changing the mindset of you being like hustler mode, not saying that you're not hustler mode because we're all hustlers, But like the thought of you being on the street and being like, I got to make it happen versus now you're like, I got my dealership, my spot, my employees, I'm moving.
Yeah. Bro, it's more so like professionalism and one thing that you don't really notice, like so many people flip on the street. It's a normal thing, you know. Right. It's a game. It's I know a lot of people out there, but the one difference is right when I opened up this dealership, bro. Dealerships, like, here's the thing, like most people don't know, like me buying at a car at a certain price and me selling it at a certain price. The only difference is now that I'm a dealer, I'm a bank, bro. I'm not a dealer at this point. Like, I'm a bank. Like, dealerships are mostly, some of them even make most of their money on the banking side of it. Right. Like there's dealers out there, bro. Like, and this is why I don't even like try to go to auctions anymore, because these like conglomerate dealers, like on the front end profit, where like let's say you bought a car for 30, sold it for 31. That 1K is considered the front end. The back end is like if you sold like warranty, gap, all that shit. There's dealers out there right now that are so conglomerate and like try to fuck you over on like back end profit, where they don't even care if they're making money on the front end, because they know they're going to fuck someone over on the back end.
They'll make those bigger commissions on the back end too, no? Yeah. Or depending on who's selling it?
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, there's bullshit things you could sell. Like, I'm sure everyone's been through it. I have a friend, some guy at a Toyota dealer has been bugging him for months. Somehow, he turned a $20,000 Toyota Prius. The out-the-door price, somehow this salesman tried to get a $20,000 Toyota Prius somehow into like 35 grand out the door. Where the fuck did 15 grand come from?
On a Prius.
On a Prius.
This is disrespectful.
On a used one too. Not even on a used one. So
they're disrespectful.
I'm tripping out. And some people, my friend's smart, but there's people out there who like fall for this shit, bro. And it's
no, sad. For real, because they have no idea what they're walking into.
No idea.
Again, not knowing a lot about the sales game, not being involved in the sales side of things, but knowing the fact that like even car sales, not even having to do this, just car sales in general, is one of the most, I don't want to say like rigged industries, but like rigged in the sense where if, let's say I'm going to buy a car, I'm going to the dealership. They already know just from you walking in the door that you want to buy a car. Yeah. They know why you're there. So that moment becomes, they understand that you need them more than they need you. But you always got to flip it on them. Yeah. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
My whole thing is what I'm saying to add on to it is flipping it, turning the game around on them is not, would you say, one of the better techniques to kind of get out? Like, how do you avoid getting that $15,000 markup? How do you avoid understanding that? Yeah. Kind of almost flipping the psyche on them. Because it's all, like you said, it's all game. It's all psychological.
Yeah. I try not to make it a game. That's the only difference here. I just want my money on the front end here at my place. But the dealers who are like that, it's mostly like new car dealers that work off that shit. So, like, word of advice, like, if you're going to go there and it's a game, that game, you gotta. If they know you know the game, they're not gonna play ball with you. If they
play ball in the sense that they're not gonna give you the time of day, or they're just gonna give you what you want, and
they'll give you what you want probably. If you come and you come correct and you know what you're doing, like bro, like nobody's gonna pay $3 grand for a anti-theft protection. Right. You know what I mean? Right. No one's gonna pay $2 grand for a wheel coating, like.
How about 500 for like nitrogen in your tires?
Yeah, bro.
No, do not tell me. I've never heard of that,
bro. What is
nitrogen? There's no way people are getting robbed with that,
dude. I'm telling you.
There's no way.
I'm telling you, that's part of the package.
There's no way.
Can I tell one story real quick?
Yeah, hit me.
On this topic. So when we got Meg's Volvo. Did I tell you the story?
Volvo? Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, Meg whips the Volvo.
I have a hard time pronouncing cores, bro.
I know.
Gallardo.
You just got.
You say I say it weird? Volvo?
Volvo. Listen to yourself. Say the first syllable. Volvo.
I got a story to tell.
Volvo.
Sorry, it's Swedish, huh? Go. So when we bought this Volvo, the girl that was selling us the car, she was like, one package I would recommend is the brake protection. Because, like, we got these performance brakes. That means they're really good, but they don't necessarily last that long. She's like, I had to replace my brakes at 9,000 miles, so just, like, you might want to think about that. And I was like, you are either lying to me straight to my face, or someone lied straight to your face, and you bought it somehow. 9,000-mile brake replacement? Yeah. That's insane.
It's just whoever's pushing her, they give her a script, and they're like, push it. Yeah. That's it. And the girl has no idea what she's talking about.
Yeah, that's another thing. Most of these like new dealers, bro, they kind of work off of a textbook.
Right.
It's so fucking cringe, bro.
Bro, you can see the patternized too, and you can see the structurized, the way they come at you.
Yeah, my finance manager here, Anthony, best finance manager you're gonna get.
Anthony's
most honest finance manager you'll get, bro. Because we don't fuck around here, bro. Like, I'm gonna get you. There's and don't get me wrong. Like, there's dealers out there that won't even let you go to your own credit union, because then they don't make the money. Yeah, like here, like if you go through my bank, like I get a kickback, which is great and all, you know. And if I can match your credit union, go through mine. But if I know, like, my bank can't beat your credit union, I'm not going to push you to use my bank. I'm going to be like, bro, like, I'll help you. Like, go to your own credit union. I want you to have a good deal. You know what I mean? But there's dealers out there, they'll be like, they won't even take, like, a Navy Federal check, for example, or, like, stuff like that. So that's another thing. Like, come with your own, come with your own credit union check if you're able to. Like, if you're with a good credit union, go to your own credit union. That way you have a really good rate. Don't pay for anti-theft device. It's garbage. Unless you really want it. Like, if someone asks me for it, I'll sell it.
Right, obviously.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a couple paranoid people out here that might not know exactly what they're going.
Any of the packages, honestly, is there anything that they're selling you on a new car that's worth it?
I mean, depending on who you are and the type
Warranty.
of car, warranty.
The
I will
only
say
thing I
warranty.
recommend
warranty
is
already,
warranty.
If it's new, that's part of the game already.
Yeah,
It
you got
depends,
the factory warranty.
Yeah.
But yeah, additional warranties.
Yeah.
Worth
Additional warranties. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Unless you're not, as long as you're not getting like crazy marked up.
Yeah.
Like most of my warranties I sell here, like I get a kickback, of course, but like it's a win-win, bro. Like you're getting warranty on your car, peace of mind, especially on a used car, especially
Peace
on
of
a
mind, that's huge.
sports car. And some of my warranties even allow modifications. Like they'll still claim the car. I mean, they'll still allow you to make a claim even though it's modified.
See, that's really
you got to pay an extra $500 for it, but it's still there. You know.
Yeah.
really
Factory warranty. You go buy a BMW right now and you pull up the service center with like a downpipe. They're voiding your warranty.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
I mean, I feel like exactly what you're saying, and then correct me if I'm wrong, but the end of the day, the reason why you'll let people go to get their own credit union, you'll let them do something, because at the end of the day, what's the most important thing about any business? The clients.
Yeah.
You don't have business without these people.
Yeah.
So
facts.
why would you be like you're saying that other dealers do that? I can't even imagine a world why someone would do that. At the end of the day, you
money
need
hungry.
repeat business.
Some random Toyota dealer does not care. Like they're gonna sell cars regardless.
Yeah.
That's thing.
why.
But at the same time, for there to be a long term, any business, if you want long term longevity,
course,
you need to have a book of business and
For
be able
sure.
to be like when somebody referrals, and on top of that, you treat someone so well, your service. As soon as something happens, like in your industry, oh, we need another car. The first thing they think of is the prior experience they had and how amazing it was. Why would I complicate anything by going anywhere else?
Yeah.
Or
for
at least
sure.
going to check with you first. Because you might not sell Toyotas and everything in between.
I could find them.
Exactly. There you go. And they're like, I would rather deal with George and have him help me through the whole procedure where I feel comfortable and safe, rather than go to a Toyota dealership that they know they're going to treat me like I'm a one-time customer.
Yeah, they treat you like a file. That's it.
Yeah,
really.
you're a number.
Get
Yeah,
your
yeah,
yellow
number.
3.0 Supra
Literally.
premium from here.
Premium, literally.
Wait, what were you saying?
That
about
was it.
That was it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, come get it. Come
We're
get
trying
it
to
here.
pitch for you, big dog.
Oh, yeah.
Get your yellow
Oh, yeah.
Supra 3.0 Supra
Oh,
here.
Yeah, don't go to Toyota, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Galleria,
even me.
baby.
Yeah.
Even think about me and my situation.
Yeah.
You helped me get
Sure,
one of
yeah,
the literally my favorite car to date so far.
Yeah,
You broke me into the supercar threshold. A lot of you that don't know, George is the one that's helped me get my Ferrari. So without that, I wouldn't even be able to sit here and be like, yo, I'm the douchebag with this red Ferrari. You made that happen.
A big part of the
Off the
reason we're
cherry.
here tonight.
That's what I'm saying, literally.
Yeah.
You got a lot of BMWs on your lot. Like, is that something you try to like focus on, specialize, or you just know the market really well?
We're in Glendale, so we're in
Yeah, we're in
We're in
Glendale, so it's got to be Beamers.
You gotta understand.
Yeah. No, it kind of
say
ended up
this.
being like that just because, bro, the M community, the BMW M community, it's very like alive. It's like, dude, the M3 market, it's like a living, breathing monster of a market. Like literally, there's an Instagram.
You gotta go deep into this one. You gotta explain what you just said.
Bro, there's literally an Instagram that called M3 List, owned by Spencer Burke, really cool guy. Bro, like that, it's literally just a page dedicated to selling M3s.
That's it.
That's
It's
it.
almost like a giant marketplace.
A social media
entity.
page for selling M3s.
Yeah, he won't take an M4, even though it's the same engine as the M3. If it's an F80, he won't take an M4. It has to be
serious?
just straight M3.
Only M3.
Only
With no
M3.
ears and everything in between.
Nothing.
But as long as it's M3.
As long as it's an M3. And people, I thought, I'm going to be honest, when he first launched that thing, because I've been following him for a while, when he first launched M3 List, and me and many others, we thought that shit wasn't going to take. I'm like, what do you mean you're going to make a a selling page just for one car.
Right.
You know, I'm like, at least do M4s, M5s, you know? He's like, no, I'm just doing M3s. Fast forward now, I think he's got like over 100,000 followers.
So it's huge.
Yeah, now if you like have to sell your M3 through them now.
You're
like,
going on that one.
Yeah, I'm
like he's gonna end up on like being like as big as Brigand Trailer, but for
pretty much,
for
he already
M3s,
is.
literally.
He already is.
So why do you think just M3s? Like, what do you think is the best M car?
Yeah, bro. It's,
Ooh, what a question.
yeah.
Are we allowed to give opinions on this too?
Yeah, I mean,
Or just cultists over here?
Cultist starts for sure.
All right, you lead off.
Yeah, I mean, bro, it's the heritage number one, M3. It's known as like
M3,
classic name. You know, M3. You know exactly what you're talking about. But more so, bro, it's more so what the car is like. No one's making cars like that anymore. You know what I mean? Like the E92 M3, for example, bro. On paper back then, that car got shit on. It wasn't worth much. Like you can get like a 2013 M3 back then with like 60,000 miles for like 25, 30 grand. Now you're paying minimum like 40, 45 now for that car. And reason being, it's naturally aspirated V8, revs to 8,300, puts good power down, performs crazy at the track, catches up with like GT3s at the track. Like
You're tripping.
I'm serious, bro. With good suspension on an E92 M3, my buddies, he's got like $10,000 suspension on his. He's beating GT3s at the track. Yeah, that car performs very well. And people used to hate on it because, bro, the M3 E92 on paper, the S65, low torque, but it's low torque by design.
How much low torque, if you don't mind me asking? Do you know the number?
I forgot what the exact number. You would think I would know this off the top of my head. I think it's about 300.
300?
So
that's really low in torque.
Yeah, super low.
Oh, wow. I thought you were just
Let us know
toning
in the
it down.
comments if George.
Yeah, if
is
anybody
right.
knows exactly. What's the horsepower on it then?
I think it's at 450 or 500 around there.
Dang.
Yeah, let me get the exact.
Even 450 to 300 torque, that's pretty low.
Yeah, because
low
I'm
end.
gonna get shit on here.
That's actually pretty ridiculous. I would say, yeah, people can pause and check through George's DMs right
Yeah.
now when you guys see him scrolling through the thing.
Yeah.
I just
Oh wait, no, way less. Yeah, I was right on the torque.
414 power, 295 torque. It said.
Yep.
414 power, 295 torque?
Yeah.
That's a damn go-kart. What are we even talking about?
Yeah,
That's a
'cause-
joke.
Yeah, it's a joke,
Bro, don't even come at me with that, dude.
Bro, stop.
No.
It's
if
low
I'm like
by
a 16-year-old Armenian kid, then sure, I'll go crazy with that, bro. But come on. We're talking about grown men cars here.
bro, it's low by design. That car will take so many like 600 horsepower like V8s on the canyons, bro.
You really think so?
Yeah, because it's low torque by design. You can pin that car in a corner because it's low torque and not worrying about spinning out. You know, that's what it's designed for. You take a W204 C63, that was its competitor back in the day. You put that thing on the same corner the M3 takes, that M3's coming out that corner way faster than the C63. That C63 might be in a wall by the end of that corner.
Is it not?
Huh?
It's
Side
lighter
of
as
the
well.
mountain.
Side of the mountain.
Either into the mountain or off the mountain. One
Yeah,
of the two.
literally.
Yeah, I hope not, but
I don't know, bro. Maybe I don't know enough, which is probably to my point.
I'll take you out on the
Please,
M3.
please, and thank you.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me that people go crazy. I feel like it has to be that has to be the epitome of like understanding scale. The people who go crazy for those cars have never driven anything over 500, 550, and all the other beasts that when you creep up in price range.
Well, the GT3 is the same thing, dude. The GT3 is not a fast car. Everybody, whenever I tell people how much horsepower a GT3 has, they trip out.
But they don't understand how the way that it puts it down, the handling, the whole way the car's engineered.
That's the same way BMW engineered the E92.
But you're talking about 400 horsepower and 295 of torque. It's the same concept, but it's a damn baby car compared to anything else that's a beast.
I don't know, man.
Depending on your scale. I'm not trying to crap on it in the sense of like it's that bad of a car, but
M3
there's a scale to it.
M3 Camino is going to be on you after
If you want to do like what? Like I'll give you what, 70K under? That's a very good car.
They can tune
But
it up too.
Huh?
They can tune it up.
Yeah, but then you go into build territory and
E92 M3. Yeah, it's not much you could tune on the E92 M3 because it's like it's naturally aspirated. E92 M3 just needs aero and suspension. Once you get that thing on aero and suspension, it's beating almost everything.
Let me ask you this: if you were to get one right now, blank, stock, bone stock, what are like the top 3 mods you would just instantly throw on?
Yeah, super
You're like
easy.
non-negotiables. We need these 3.
Yeah, very easy. Number 1, probably Valvetronic exhaust.
Valvetronic exhaust. Wow.
MCS coilovers. Those are like
That
10,
specific brand?
Yeah, those are like 10 grand though.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Worth it.
yeah, and like AP racing brakes. Boom, you have a race car right there.
Really?
Race car. Valvetronic exhaust, titanium, lightweight, MCS coilovers, and AP racing brakes. Boom.
What do you think you're all in at that for all those modifications?
Probably close to like 20 grand.
20 grand? And then what do you think you could probably buy the car for?
Like how many miles?
I don't know, relatively. What would
Where
be,
you're not worried about it.
yeah, exactly.
Whatever you feel comfortable
not worried
owning.
about it. As long as you get the rod bearings done, because that's the only problem those cars really had. And I do all the rod bearings here. That
There it
some
is.
dealers either don't do or they lie about doing them. But yeah, they probably like looking at 30 grand. You could get a good M3 for about 30 grand
So you can be all in with a budget beast for about 50 bands.
for sure. Yeah.
Really. And that's smoking a lot of the cars. What? We're talking like 100K plus or like even 150K plus?
150K plus, probably not.
You're pushing.
But you'll be catching up to them.
In the canyons.
In
we're talking
In the
about.
canyons only, correct?
Not highway.
Yeah, because are you kidding me? For 85,000, I'll take a C8 Corvette, destroy everything in existence.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
whatever.
No, yeah. Yeah, no.
I had to throw that in there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got
It
to.
performs
I have
better
to.
than you expect. I'll put it that way.
Corvette all the time.
It's just, I don't care. Whatever people want to make fun of me on the internet for, there's no better budget. But yeah, going back to BMWs and not going to American cars.
So what then is the what'd you say is the best generation of the M3? If that's the best M car.
Yeah. Dude, it's
It
tough.
sounds like this E92 is the shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the E92 with the dual clutch, I don't like the 6-speed on it. But yeah, the E9, probably the 08 to 13 E92 M3. Yeah, probably the best era. It's a naturally aspirated V8, high revving engine. It's like no one's making that anymore. No one is making that. The only way you're getting that kind of a car now is either Porsche's GT3, which you're dropping like 200 grand, or like a Huracan or
Ferrari 458.
yeah, Ferrari 458, 200 grand you're dropping.
You can get a V10 R8 in good condition for under 100.
Okay, now here we go back to this.
All right, bro, chill out.
I still don't think that's real.
We're talking about a naturally aspirated V10 that revs to
Not under
9,000
100.
RPM.
Those V10s are going for like about 130, 140, I think.
They have to, yeah, bro. They have to. I don't know what
The
he
first
lives in a
gen,
delusional
first gen,
world.
first gen,
First gen. Okay.
first gen.
Even those, I think they're still.
I'm tapped in on that market.
Really?
Yeah, I would say he
I know the
knows. He's a
V8s are. I know the
sniper on that
V8s
thing,
are
bro.
under
The
100.
V8s are super low. You
Yeah.
can get a good V10 in the 90s. You can get a
What is your
great
definition
V10.
of a good V10?
A good V10 is like 20,000 miles
There's no way
in the
you can
90s.
get that.
Easy. I've seen
Really?
a ton of them.
I don't know.
And then if you're going like, if you're trying to get lower, like, 10K, 15K miles, you're going to be looking a little over 100,
Yeah.
105,
That's not terrible.
110.
That's not terrible.
And then like 120 for the Gen 1 is like pristine.
Pristine
The
low
only thing I
mileage.
don't like
much.
about them though, it's all-wheel drive. I need a rear-wheel drive car in my life,
Why?
bro. If it doesn't slide, if it doesn't
Dude,
have,
here we go.
if it doesn't
Oh my
have an
goodness.
LSD, it's
If you're not
fun.
16 years old, George, this is a 16-year-old opinion
Oh,
right here.
No, man, no, it's not.
Yes, it
if it
is.
doesn't have an LSD, it's boring. What are you gonna do? Just
Destroy everything. All-wheel drive, bro. I'll launch. I will destroy you. I will
but
literally
it's
destroy
not as
you.
dramatic.
Huh?
It's not as dramatic.
He's talking about feeling the car.
Yeah.
He's talking about horseshit is what he's
No,
talking
he's
about.
talking about
That's what he's
feeling the
talking
car.
about. Who cares about feeling the car,
It's
bro?
about the emotions, bro.
Bro,
Like the
kicking the
connection.
tail out on a corner.
He
what's
really
more
doesn't
fun than
understand.
that?
Who doesn't understand?
You don't understand.
I know that we're not, the two of you are not trying to gang up on me right now, bro.
Like a Viper.
Don't get me wrong. Obviously, I'm an emotionally involved in the car.
On
It's a
this, I will
driver's
gang
car.
up on you. That's crazy.
Like imagine.
You'll turn on me
For this topic, yes.
That's my
Viper
co-host,
ACR,
baby.
bro. That car makes you feel like you're in a death trap the whole time, and that's when like driver skill is really put to the test.
This just sounds like a bunch of adrenaline junkies that like these dang things. I want to
much.
feel like I'm in a
I
refined.
mean, I don't want to be in that.
animal.
Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
but I want to
be
have
a
fun.
refined beast. I want to know that this car is insane in every degree, but in a sense where not rear wheel drive, in a sense like where I'm gonna die. In the sense where like I know all I gotta do is turn it on and I'm destroying everything in front of me.
Yeah, that's what most new manufacturers are doing. No one's really making death traps nowadays, but
I don't even know. The new
Viper
manufacturers, they're
tracks.
putting out freaking squeaky cars, dude. All this
Who is?
hybrid V6, everything in between.
bro,
This
the
new trend,
C63 is a 4-cylinder hybrid.
bro. Can you believe that?
That's
Bro,
crazy.
Even I was looking. I didn't even realize. Now, granted, trying to keep up to date and everything, I didn't realize the new McLaren Artura is a V6 hybrid.
Artura?
Artura.
Yo, chill out.
I'm trying. What last
You went
time?
hard on that.
Gallardo,
R.
Artura.
You rolled that R. like
Okay, the only
crazy.
reason I
Artura.
did that is because there's a city in Florida called Aventura, so it's very close. You know, being Cuban, I'm like,
Yeah.
I got to throw a little spice on it.
Yeah, but not Gallardo.
No, not Gallardo. No, they can eat me on that one. Gallardo. I'm not saying that crap. But my whole thing is that car's a V6 hybrid. Guess how much horsepower? You know how much horsepower that thing's kicking out?
Probably a lot. I think minimum 1,000.
The
No,
296?
okay, Jesus,
hybrid?
yo, Jesus.
You talking about
George.
the
hybrid?
296?
No, I'm talking about the Artura, the
Oh, the
McLaren.
Artura.
Yeah. Guess you know how much it's pushing out?
What is it?
671.
Okay.
Bro,
I
with
think
the
the
hybrid V6,
Bro, I think the 296 might be over 700.
it might be, but that's also Ferrari, and that's also
It's also
ridiculous.
hybrid V6.
Bro, how much does those go for?
A lot.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot.
Arturo, there's a brand new one. Eurocar down in OC has a brand new one. It's got like 400 miles for like 240.
We don't talk about Eurocar when we're at Corsa.
Oh, my bad. I'm just saying. I can't just throw it out there. My bad.
I mean,
I'm looking at a listing right now. George ain't got no Arturos on the lot. So, damn.
The only thing I hope happens with all this like hybrid shit is I'm hoping the market responds the way it should, doesn't buy any of them, and these manufacturers, I don't think they legally can because of laws and stuff, but hopefully someone lobbies it, bro, and we go back to the golden age, bro. Because like
You're sitting on a gold mine then.
The golden age.
yeah, because dude, it's like
The golden age. Wow, he really did say that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
because it's like why would you buy these cars? The green, what is it called? The Green New Deal or whatever it is.
The green,
it's
horse
fucking
crap,
everything up, bro.
everything
Like
in between.
we're just losing soul. Like I'm genuinely like sad for my kids. They're not gonna be able to drive.
They won't be able to skirt off in corners.
Yeah, my kid's gonna.
Glendale.
My kid's gonna come up and be like, "Dad, can you get me this? This new battery came out for this BMW. It has this new battery in it." I'm gonna be like
Unlocks more
like,
torque.
if only you knew this.
Kid's not even asking me for nitrous or nothing, man.
Yeah,
Nothing.
exactly. He's like, it has 900 horsepower.
Any 85 kid or something, man. Give me some life.
Yeah,
Give me
dude,
something.
It's disappointing and it's depressing, bro. Like,
That part I agree with, though.
I'll shed a tear almost.
No,
like,
literally. The
yeah.
market side of things is kind of where I feel like that's kind of going to shift.
Yeah.
If these things flop, because I'm not saying that they won't, because I mean, to be honest
I
with
hope
you,
they do, because that's capitalism, right?
It is.
The market
No,
responds.
It is. The market will always respond. But how are they responding currently? They've been kind of responding.
Buying it up.
They've been buying it up. People really do
We
like
just
this
started.
shit.
It hasn't really hit yet.
I mean, SF90s, I mean, that's not a V6, but all this hybrid system. Corvette E-Ray, okay. SF90, Ferrari 296.
Yeah.
What's it? The
Arturo.
Lamborghini.
Revuelto.
Yeah, Lamborghini decided to scrap all their designs, and they're going to go completely hybrid.
Yeah, we're not getting a V12 anymore.
We're not getting no V12 anymore, and we
We
don't
got,
even think...
we got a V12 still. What do you mean?
Oh, a hybrid V12. But I'm saying, my bad. The Huracan. My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
The Revuelto's still be
yeah,
a hybrid
the Revuelto's still
V12.
V12.
But the Huracan, they're going to do it from a V10 to a V8. You think they're not going to throw a hybrid system? They're going to go smaller
Oh,
motor
yeah,
and
it's
not
gonna
throw a
have to,
hybrid
yeah.
system.
It'll be twin
They
turbo
have to.
hybrid for sure.
Exactly. So everybody's scrapping this.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to do exactly what you say. All that's going to happen is those cars will get bought out, maybe depreciate pretty fast.
100%.
All the cars, like for example, not to be biased, but the Ferrari 458, those cars being that 9,000 naturally aspirated screaming car,
Yeah.
is going to shoot through the roof value-wise.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what happened with the M3. That's why M3s are worth so much now.
And GT3s, I imagine,
Yeah,
too, no?
yeah, same thing.
Literally everything in
Well,
between.
GT3, they're still. That's why I like Porsche. They're still keeping true to the DNA. I don't know how much longer they will be, but yeah, that's.
Do you think they'll sell out eventually?
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to. Yeah. Just it's the laws. I think they're just pushing towards it because I don't think these manufacturers want to be doing this. You know what I mean? Why would they?
Yeah, I kind of feel you. I mean, I feel like
No one likes it. It's just they're just forced to do it.
Can I give my honest opinion about this concept? It's going to be it's a little Alex Jonesy. Is that okay if I say this?
Yeah, go. I'm all for it, bro.
All right. So one of the things that people have to realize, and I hope we can clip this up, but this literally what it is people understand. For example, I'm going to throw a crazy topic out there. Okay, do you realize when I might misquote the year now because I'm trying to remember. I have 2 years stuck in my head. But like for example, like the check engine light. The concept. Did you guys know the story? The concept behind the check engine light. Why that exists in today's day and age? Yeah, remember, I believe, if I'm not mistaken,
Make you shit your pants.
no, literally. But if I'm not mistaken, before 1998, there was no OBD2. There was no OBD ports in the cars. Okay.
Yeah, it was OBD1.
It was OBD exactly. So when they changed it, basically all they did was all that reader and all that scanner that was in your hand or in the computer, they threw it on the dash.
Yeah.
So what it did was it became all this light system. So it haven't had to plug it in. You would at least have an initial check where you can be like, okay, this issue's wrong with the car. But then instead of that, what they did, they go, let's just do one light, check engine light, or not one light, but one portion is check engine light that can cover all the way of the car, right? Mm-hmm. So now this is where it gets a little drastic. And people might not want to believe this, but I'm telling you fact right now. Okay, this is fact.
It's a conspiracy?
It's not, no conspiracies. I speak facts. That's it, no conspiracies. You have your average, let's just say, mother of 3 driving the car on the freeway, going to pick her kids up from soccer practice, okay?
Yep.
All of a sudden, she's driving, and she just hears bing, and she looks down, and then she's a check engine light.
Yeah.
She goes, oh my gosh, the car's going to blow up. I need to go straight to my service center. So she takes it straight to the dealership service center, and they go, oh, well, ma'am, you need an oil change, but you also need this.
Yeah.
And in reality, there was nothing wrong with the car.
Yeah. Most of the time, it's just like a sensor.
It's all that it is. But what they did was they basically threw it, the continuation of electronics in the car gives the dealership more little kinky reasons for you to be able to make it back there.
That's
so
true.
with this whole continuing with the electronics and everything, now you can go completely hybrid in some of these crazy cars. All it's going to do is cause more systems to malfunction and go into limp mode. And
they're not built to last.
And you're going to end up back in the service center because they're going to make money off the service. Kind of like you were saying, the front end, the back end. They're trying to keep it all in house. You get me?
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Whether people want to accept
really
it or not.
conspiracy about it that are true Alex Jones part of it is they want to get everyone on electric. You act up, boom.
Boom, they turn your shit off. You kidding me?
It's like you're not driving
Elon Musk
nowhere.
has a database of these things roaming.
They can already turn your car off.
They can. Are you kidding me?
Even your gas car.
Bro, have you guys
like,
driven
it doesn't have to be electric.
Okay, that's true.
They can hack your car and drive it. You can be in the
true.
middle of your car and your steering wheel stops working and they'll steer you off the highway.
That's very true.
Accelerate you into a wall.
Okay, that's okay.
It can happen.
I know. Okay, I'm like, whoa. Have you guys done the Tesla test drive experience?
No.
Okay. Right now, if you go to any Tesla dealership, because Tesla doesn't have
I've heard
dealerships.
they just let you take it, right?
Yeah,
Tesla
so they
store.
don't. Yeah, the Tesla store, whatever you want to call it, the brick and mortar, which is ridiculous. You walk up and they have Model 3s, Model Ys. They usually don't have the S and the X because they're a little more like the luxury brand.
Yeah.
But they go, I want to test drive one of these cars because I want to see what it feels like before I buy it. So they'll actually let you go and test drive the car, no problem whatsoever, but nobody will come on the test drive with you. They'll literally just give you the key and be like, drive the car, you have 30 minutes, bring it back. So you sit there, you're like, what do you mean? So you just take the car and you start thinking, what if I just took the car? What's going to happen? People who don't realize and don't put their brains to use and turn it on, they don't realize that any moment that you try to take off in that car, all they'll do is just turn the car off and they'll just go get it.
Yeah.
And then you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
So like literally,
easy.
it's that easy. So now people forget that any single all Teslas have not the same computer, but they're all consistently updated on the same Tesla software. So it's all one supercomputer. So every single Tesla model, even the 2012 Model S's, the first cars ever made, are basically a part of this supercomputer network. That anytime Elon Musk gets upset, he can just go boop and turn everybody off. Could you believe that?
Yeah.
And they're about to be the Model Y is the number one selling vehicle right now in the world. Think about all that.
Yeah.
Think about the direction we're going, big guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not enough models either.
There's not enough. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I also don't think a lot of these electric vehicle companies are even going to make it out the storm. Because we're kind of in that initial rush of electric era, stuff like that.
You see that video I sent you of the Lucid after 15,000 miles?
Can you believe that?
Falling apart.
Dude, this thing.
I saw that.
You saw that? Yes.
Yeah,
the
like
pillar
all
and
the
everything
panels
was
on this inside just falling
literally
apart.
getting destroyed.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, these manufacturers didn't really, these newer cars, they're not made to build to last. Like, dude, look at 1990 Toyota Corollas. They're still running.
Oh, they're bulletproof.
Bulletproof. Strong. Every panel's still intact.
Bro, you know why?
1980 Porsches, they're still running. All the doors are still
You know why?
Yeah, what?
All those foreign companies, Japan, Germany, whatever it is, even Korean cars back then, they were just starting to tap in, not just starting, but they were beginning to continually tap into the American market. Yeah. So they overbuilt cars because they had to compete with American manufacturers.
Over-engineered, yeah.
So they over-engineered, overbuilt them. That's why, for example, my opinion, if you want to talk about a weird question, a weird subject, the most bulletproof, invincible car, 2004 Toyota Camry. That specific year, make, model, everything, that is literally the definition of bulletproof.
It's the Nokia of cars.
It really is.
Yep.
It's the 100% Nokia of cars.
For sure.
But they were overbuilding cars during that era.
You could punt that car.
Yeah. Now,
No problem.
Volvo too. Volvos are really good too.
Bro, think about how Toyota is viewed here now.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's why we got the Volvo.
Volvo. Think about how Toyota is viewed here. Toyota's the number one car selling brand here.
Yep.
Way back in the day, it wasn't. So they had to be competitive.
It's true.
Now, it's Toyota's the drinking a glass of water car. So now they make them like plastic shit boxes.
Except for this yellow Supra out here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Germans got involved. They were like, yo, let's chill. Let's re-engineer this.
Someone needs to buy this M3, and then someone else needs to buy this Supra.
Yes, buy the Supra. Yes.
And then we got to drive that Supra.
We also have to drive that Supra.
Is it a fun car? How's the Supra feel? It's
great car, yeah. Handling super. It feels like a little go-kart. Yeah. The vision on it is terrible. No.
I have a good buddy of mine. His name is Jordan. Now he's got a Camaro Z01, but he had one of those things. Yeah. I don't know the scale of mods he did, but I want to say, do you know what horsepower that comes stock? It's not even 400, is it?
No, it's right under 400, but it doesn't take much to get it to 500.
He got it to 550.
Yeah, down
and they were destroying Hellcats.
Yeah. I don't know about Hellcat.
No, I'm telling you, 550, almost 600 in that car. Yeah. Think about how light it is.
That's true too.
You're debating, what do you got to beat? 707?
About that, yeah.
Bro, 600 with almost no weight
we
versus
just went
707
from 550 to 600, just like that.
Okay, my bad. You're right, but
You
I'm
just
It's just
keep-
that B50.
it was
dude.
okay, rounding up another 50.
He had
Next thing you know,
E85
he's got a
kit on. He had
1,000 horsepower
E85
Supra.
exhaust tune. I don't even. I had all kinds of stuff. He was pushing in the 550 to 600 range.
Yeah,
but
it
that
doesn't
weight,
take much to get there either with those
People
cars.
don't realize weight to horsepower convert how important that stuff is.
Yeah.
People think like, oh, it's only going to take off 300 pounds.
Power to weight.
Power to weight. Exactly.
Power to weight ratio.
300 pounds in a car.
By the
It's 10
4C.
horsepower every
Here we
100
go
pounds
with
or
the
something
4C.
like that.
Huh?
I think it's like 10 horsepower every 100 pounds.
No, I think it might even be more, but yeah, like it makes a huge difference. So you're
4C,
talking about-
2,500 pounds, 290 horsepower.
How much does that Supra weigh? That thing, I don't even think it might
think
barely
like
be over
three-
3,000.
Yeah, I think it was around 3. Yeah.
And then when you got the
And
Hellcat at what?
It feels light too. Like
Hellcat at what? 4,400.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a 1,400
That's true,
weight
yeah.
difference with a 100 horsepower difference, bro.
Yeah,
Take the Hellcat up to Angeles Crest, baby.
Yeah, take the if you want to not come back, take the Hellcat
not
to Angeles
coming back
Crest.
on that.
You will not return, I promise you.
You better hope it has wings or something.
You do
Yeah.
you do Angeles Crest drives at all?
Yeah, dude, it's
you kidding me?
I used to back in the day, like every weekend I was a diehard Crest
He just
guy.
talked about having only rear wheel drive cars. You
Yeah.
know
I
what
know.
mean?
That's just
He
why
lives and
But-
dies in that
why
thing.
I'm
I'm getting
asking.
older now. I want to have like kids, family.
You want to have longevity. You want to make
Yeah,
it.
I get sketched out sometimes. Like I used to go and like, I was like, you would think I'm trying to set like a Nürburgring lap record.
Yeah.
Now if I go,
I've
I'm
seen
like,
those people up there. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to cruise and they've almost killed me.
Yeah.
doing
It's always in something clapped out too.
it. Clapped out.
Yeah,
Absolutely clapped
I've
out.
seen people
Rip it.
like topple over
Plastic
that
carbon
kind of stuff.
fiber scraping the ground.
You can't go up there and just like 80% it. You have to be all
That's
out.
what I do now. I 80% it.
So you've matured.
Matured.
You've
yeah. It's
matured.
maturity, yeah.
You know that there's another day. You live
Exactly,
to drive
yeah.
another day.
Well, yeah, and it's now like
That's what we do. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's always another day. It's what I
never
preach.
too crazy. I'm
I
like-
always preach this. I'm like, we're going to take the cars out. I'm like, we need to keep everything intact to fight another day.
Got a lot.
And I have a network
lot of
of
fun.
like good car guy friends now, so we host track days now. So I'd rather save it for the track.
You guys host track days?
Yeah.
Where
Me and my
at? What
friends, like,
track?
we'll usually get like Streets of Willow or Bone Willow. Dude,
Dude, let's do it.
Yeah, we do it sometimes. Like you and like 10, 12 friends can rent out Streets of Willow for like the whole
Willow
day.
Springs.
Huh?
Willow Springs.
Yeah, Willow Springs. You guys can rent out Streets of Willow for like 3 grand. Split it between 10, 12 guys.
Actually,
You're having
pretty
your
easy.
own personal track day.
Literally.
Yeah, no public track days with like 200 people. You know, you can bring like barbecue, make your own food, chill out with just your homies.
Do you know how many hours you get, more or less?
You could get either half day or full day.
That's lit.
I think you get half day on a weekday for like 2,500 and like a full day for like
That's
4
lit.
grand.
We are not clipping this one up.
No.
And then you'll never be able to book a day.
I was like, literally. But do
Yeah,
I smell a
weekends are a
Supercar
little
Connection
more
track day
expensive.
coming soon?
Yeah, we might do one soon, bro. I need a new track car because I'm not happy with my M6. It's a little too heavy. So
Why are you not happy with the M6?
yeah, I only bought that car to build credit. Yeah.
Now that part of the game I understand, but
Once I sell that thing,
I love those cars, man.
great car. Yeah, no.
But
it
you
was-
would not suggest you're not a big fan of the way it drives, the way it puts power down.
It's too heavy. It's a good daily car. I took it to the track a couple times. It did all right. It's not my cup of tea. I don't like turbos. That's it. If I get another track car, it'll probably be GT3 or I'll get an E92 M3 and go balls to the wall and
And just go crazy.
yeah, just go crazy. Yeah. Roll cage, seat delete.
Did you hear that
Wait,
one
is
the
thing
roll
he
cage
said?
right here?
Is this the one right here?
No,
No?
that's for another special project.
Oh, yeah, that's
I like
it.
the
This
paint on
undisclosed
this,
project.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did
paint
you hear?
on
Did you
that
catch what he
roll
said?
cage. What?
I don't like turbos. Is that
Yeah, I
what
did
you said?
hear what he said.
What about turbos do you not like?
The
It's not that I
lag.
don't like them, but I prefer.
Well, that's what I was hoping he'd say because I'm not a turbo guy either. I'm a diehard
Hey,
supercharger.
bro, you
guy.
have a 458. You like hearing that V8 roar, bro. It's
I mean, I do.
like a
I didn't.
monster.
I really didn't. To be honest with you, I didn't really. I mean, I bought the car because I liked the car, but at the same time, I more bought it because I was like, let's roll.
Yeah, of
But
course.
I'm a
But when-
diehard
But when the
supercharger
car
guy.
starts speaking to you, it has a
It
soul.
does. It's
know?
won me over. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
problem is now I'm getting too emotionally attached to the damn thing. And like, okay, now this could be even another topic to ask you too.
Yeah.
How is your view on? Because I'll explain what I'm trying to ask you in like I guess my own like weird breakdown way. But like when you own cars, right, and you're trying to continuously move and like change up cars and stuff like that. In my opinion, you have to. It's hard to say. It's going to be terrible to say this, but like you have to remove like your emotional attachment to the vehicle. Because then, like, when your emotions get
100%.
involved, you stop thinking about the financial logic behind it.
Yeah.
But there's a science to it. If you buy the cars at a right price point and you understand what you're buying, you can take advantage of it, drive it for a couple thousand miles, and then flip it into the next car or even the next level, depending on the way you do it. But if you start getting too attached to it, you're like, well, I don't want to sell it. It's running
Yeah.
right. It's great. I haven't dumped that much money into it.
Yeah.
Well, first, there's something really important you got to do.
Huh.
You got to set up a Montana LLC so you don't pay 10% tax
There
every time
you
you buy
go.
a
You
supercar.
absolutely have to
I
do.
don't know what you're talking about.
I was
bro.
about to say, bro. I was like, JGM Capitals were operating full blown. But anyways,
Yeah. You guys got a lot of hate on that one, huh?
I know we got a lot of hate on that. We got a lot of views on that one.
A lot of
Dudes.
people want to make sure people are paying taxes.
Yeah.
A lot of people that think they know the law that want to argue about what law is what.
Yeah. So it's a big gray area. No one really knows exactly, but it's like some people were like tax evaders are the worst. It's like, bro, you better not be having a single write-off.
I was like, yeah, you can't say that.
Yeah,
You
you better pay.
deduction.
Yeah, you better pay 100% of every transaction you made. You better not tell your accountant you.
But
made a
I can't
single
believe
write-off.
that people are proud of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
bro,
even-
it's like, congrats, you're giving the government more money.
Literally.
This is it.
Good for
me.
you, bro.
You you seem passionate. Go
No,
ahead.
no, no. You go. I want you go. You
In
go.
California, on a car, it's not sales tax. It's a use tax.
That's insane.
That's what it's called. It's a
Sales and use tax. Yeah.
It's a sales and use tax.
Yeah,
Okay,
sales
so
and
it's both.
Like when I file, it's called the sales and use tax.
But the
I
crazy
think
thing
he
to
would
me
know.
is like use tax because you're using the roads. That's the purpose.
Yes.
But if like just because you're buying an expensive car doesn't mean you're using the road anymore.
Not at all. Yeah, you came out.
There's some people buy the car and never even drive it.
Yeah, I'm probably
So
using it
for
less.
them to just tie that to the value of the car and be like, oh, $300,000 car, you got to cut us a $30,000 check for tax.
Bro, they don't even do anything to the roads.
That's
The roads are
crazy.
still in terrible
Roads are
condition.
still
Are you
garbage.
kidding me?
Yeah. And the most pointless part about it is, dude, that car already got paid tax on when the first owner bought it.
Yes, bro.
So
yes.
it's like, why do I have to, let's say I want to gift my mom this car. Why does she have to pay like $5,000 taxes on this thing that I'm like giving to her? You know what I mean? Granted, you could do like a gifting, but let's say even I sold it to, let's say I had the car for 3 months. I'm like, car's not for me. Boom. I already paid $10,000 tax and I'm like 3 months and I'm like, car's not for me. I want to sell it. I just lost $10,000 for what? I
Bro.
didn't even get to use the road.
That's the only reason I'm still in the 4C.
Because of the way you got to structure it. And stuff
Yeah,
like that?
because I know if as soon as I change, it's like I got to pony up 10% on whatever I get and just give it away.
They never. The thing is, here's my take on it. Like the government, they don't lose. They never lose.
Yeah.
So they made the tax code. That's the people that people forget. People think about this whole tax evasion.
that's
crap.
true too, yeah.
They made the tax code.
Yeah.
They're the ones that imprinted the game within the game.
Yeah.
So how are you going to criticize or talk about somebody that understands the loopholes? It's like not even to bring this up or
Just playing the game.
get weirdly political and stuff like that. But like when Donald Trump, and I'm going to say it, Donald Trump talks about like, oh, I pay no taxes. They try to criticize him on not paying any
Bro,
taxes.
he pays so much tax. It's just he doesn't pay it on the
scale
scale
of what he's worth, what he makes, the scale of it, but he still pays an insane amount of taxes.
Of course, bro,
But
so
the whole
much.
thing is
Payroll tax. I mean, there's tons of taxes.
tons
you
of
can get.
taxes, everything. But it's all the way that you structure it. They literally give you the blueprint. This is the things that you can do. Do them. Why would they have like section like the most talked about course selling, everything in between section 179 or whatever it is, the tax
6,000 pound
6,000 pound write off?
Yeah.
Why does that exist to not be utilized?
Yeah, I had a guy. He pulled up with a Range Rover. He's like, "Fuck, I wanted to buy a car, but he's like, I just bought this." He's like, I just bought it for the 6,000 pound tax and stuff.
Bro, 100%.
Free car, free write off.
Literally. But why would they make that if they don't want people to utilize
That's
it?
some guy math right there.
That's some super guy math.
You see girl math out there on
Yeah,
social
100%.
media.
Yeah, guy math.
Guy math is going, yeah, it's a free write-off.
It's a free ride.
I basically got the car for free. It just, free
I'm
ride.
basically driving for free.
Yeah.
Even though I got to put gas, everything in between, but it's basically paying for itself.
And it's mostly just Cali that does this, bro. I have so much beef with Cali. It's like almost illogical. Because let's put it like this, bro. I'm gonna put it like this. California has the strictest like emissions laws. Dude, how many times have you heard about people's like Prius's catalytic converters getting stolen?
Bro,
And you know how much a catalytic converter costs?
2,200? 2,500?
Yeah. So Cali is like kind of
Tapped
like
in.
Cali's like borderline like they care about the middle class, right? Or so they say. So if someone driving a Prius is driving a Prius for a reason, right? He's probably not doing great financially, or he's just trying to save money.
Right.
So a poor guy gets his cat stolen. Cali doesn't want to let this guy. There's cats that you could buy aftermarket for like $300.
Yeah.
But Cali doesn't allow those. You have to get the OEM one.
You have to. And they're not even available right now.
They're not even available, and that OEM one is $2,200.
Literally.
So Cali is pretty much saying, "Fuck you. Your cat got stolen. We're not even gonna help you. Oh, and you can't buy those $300 aftermarket ones." Blows my mind. It's like you guys care about the working man, but the working man gets fucked, and then you guys don't even try to help him out. It's like it's crazy to me.
Welcome to the game, baby.
Like me as a dealer, I have to legally smog all my cars.
Right.
Some of these cars don't. I have to get a car smog ready. I have to go drive maybe 30 to 60, sometimes even 200 miles, right, to get a car smog ready. I'm hurting the environment just senselessly driving.
Right.
Because I have to go fill up gas now. Put miles on my car just driving senselessly.
Devalue it a little bit just for that.
Yeah, I'm devaluing it now. You know, it's crazy to me. It's like they don't even know. It's almost like it doesn't make sense.
Bro, they just want to make business difficult.
And then how about driving around without a cat for a while?
Yeah,
that's kind of fun.
Like, do you know the purpose of a cat?
And then they'll pull you over and give you a ticket if you're driving without a cat.
Bro, I'm telling you, this state is a joke.
The
This state is a joke.
Yeah.
The state is a joke.
It's like, fuck, and then they won't even catch the guy who stole your cat.
That's what I'm saying.
You call the cops, they stay.
I'm getting in trouble from doing my own thing, and this guy who literally took my cat, sells it on the black market, whatever he does.
Yeah.
And then
if you
do
catch him in the act and you try to fuck him up, you're going to get in trouble.
You're going to, absolutely.
Like,
bro, I'm telling you, this whole thing is
a joke. None of it makes sense. Cali needs to get their shit together 100%. Nothing
I don't feel
makes
bad
sense.
for utilizing tax, whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
They deserve it at that point.
Yeah,
The sad part is it's still better than everywhere else.
Yeah, Cali's great.
Oh, yeah, California?
Yeah.
We got the mountains, we got the beach.
Bro, they know the game. They literally
They know we have to be here.
Yeah.
Yes, they know.
Supply and demand.
They know people don't have a choice. They're
Capitalism.
Like,
I was like, they're
we
literally
can charge this much because they're not going anywhere.
They ain't going.
Where are they going?
A lot of people left to Florida.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I will go to Florida.
I'll go to Florida.
I will absolutely go to Florida.
If my friends and family didn't live here, I'd be out of here.
Are you kidding me? You and I would be in Brickell. We living it up, baby. You coming?
Supercar Connection in Miami?
I'm in. You have no
He's
idea.
in.
I'm
I
in.
definitely
No,
don't
I know
wanna do
he's
that.
in it. You're dragging me out there. That's the
Oh,
show.
100%.
Then we're whipping those SVJs in South Beach.
Yeah, we're going. Are you kidding me? Wait till we get our course going too. It's going to be over.
How to start a podcast.
Dude, even speak about that. The for some of you guys who like keeping up stuff like that, that reel we did about like the locations of like car meet stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know how much people came at me about me stating just Florida and California.
The Houston crowd was
I want to
in there,
ask him this question. If you had to pick, I'll give you pick 3 cities, the top 3 cities in the United States where you could see not necessarily at a car meet, but like if you were to wake up on a Sunday and like go take a drive, what are the 3 cities most likely to see like crazier supercar, hypercar type of things? Cities.
Probably Orange County, cars
It's definitely not a
and
city,
coffee.
but right, that's fine.
Yeah, Orange County cars and coffee.
Not
Probably
a city.
Miami,
Miami.
obviously. And LA too, honestly. Yeah.
LA.
Maybe Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, Austin,
Austin's
Texas. I've heard
got a
has a
little
really
bit of
good
a
car
scene.
scene.
Supposedly, from the comment section, is that Texas has got it going on.
Oh yeah,
I heard
Austin-
Houston. I mean, everyone's
You're a
saying
Texas
Houston's
boy.
big. I haven't been to a show in Texas since like 2013. So we're talking about Dallas Cars and Coffee. This was not back then. This was like people did not know
Yeah,
what
people
this
weren't
was.
even buying real estate out there.
It was
at that
just
time.
it was just people that read the DuPont registry every month, going out and happy that they spotted an SLS for the first
That's
time.
what I'm
You know
saying.
what I mean?
You get some
Like,
old white
Texas
man
is
in his
popping off
Monarchs.
now, yeah. Texas
Goes,
is
he
doing
goes
really
to
good.
see an F430 for the first time. He's like, "Wow, this is pretty."
the
neat."
Aventador.
That's like
I
what it
remember
is.
after the Aventador came out, I went to Cars and Coffee every month because I just so desperately wanted to see an Aventador in person.
Are you serious,
Yeah, and it took like months for me to just see an Aventador.
bro? Could you imagine that struggle when that age?
Yeah.
Bro, all I gotta do is just pull up Beverly Hills. I
yeah.
see 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
remember when Bugattis were
That's what it
becoming
was like.
popular?
Yeah,
That's what it was like here. We're like, you want to see Bugatti? Let's go to West LA for 5 minutes.
yeah.
Yep.
Maybe
I
we'll
saw
see
one at the
Floyd or
Dallas
something
Auto
like that
Show. That
driving
was
around.
Yeah, the Beverly's Hotel always got one parked out
Always
there.
has one out front.
Yeah.
It always has one out front. It's
I
that's
think
the whole
that
GTA
one
scene that's
wasn't
based
there
on
that one store owner on Rodeo Drive. He had a yellow Bugatti and he
did.
literally rented the
GTA.
parking
You
spot.
can go
Yeah,
into
Bijan.
GTA. You can go to GTA 5 and go down the Rodeo part, and there's literally a Bugatti in the store
Yeah, yeah.
parked there, based off the real life owner who
Is it
has
really?
it.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, bro.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
House
People
of
have that
Bijan.
tapped in. How there?
Yeah,
My
you know
guy.
I know.
That's my guy.
Wait,
And
what
That's
happened?
the yellow drop head they just sold.
Pretty nice one.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
but like think about it. You know what crazy is? We don't even think about like New York when people say cars. I mean, obviously
bro.
because Manhattan is not really a drivable city.
Yeah, you
but think
can't-
about the money that's in that city.
But they keep
Yeah.
their cars in Miami.
There it is. See,
Yeah.
Gavin really knows the game. Those people do not spend all year round in Manhattan.
They got a
No,
a
no.
Maybach in Manhattan.
Yep,
and
and maybe like a G63 or
whip
something
whatever.
they're calling in. And then when they hit Miami, that's when the SVs and everything come out and go crazy. But I just can't believe that Texas has such a strong car scene like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, their American car game out there is strong. Yeah.
American
All those-
car game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all those like allocations you see on like the CTSV Blackwings, like
Oh yeah, that's
all
there.
Texas.
Well, even a lot of the Corvettes and Z06s now, like the newer ones,
Yeah,
are
they're all
going
there.
out there in Texas.
They're
Like
all there.
Corvette World in Texas is going like getting a bunch of crazy allocations.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I still think SoCal easily is inarguable the number one.
No, yeah, 100%.
Number one.
No, there's no debating it.
And then even if you bulk up Southern California, don't even do that. Just give me Los Angeles County, and I promise you.
Yeah, Malibu. Like,
bro, are you kidding me?
PCH, bro. PCH is known as like the driving cruise. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm pretty sure McLaren Newport Beach sold the most P1s.
Are you serious?
Yeah, all of them come from Newport.
Damn, finance bros went that crazy on it, huh?
Dude, can you imagine?
Commercial real estate brokers really going crazy on
Going
that.
crazy.
Yeah, Newport has a really good car scene there.
Yeah.
Newport is
Very
crazy.
good car
OC
scene
is wild. There's
Would you even
Manny
count San
Costman.
Diego? Are you kidding me? Manny Costner. Are you kidding me? Manny Costner is
San
the
Diego.
king of
San
OC.
Diego definitely doesn't pop off like OC.
It doesn't. Would you
But
consider
San
San
Diego's
Diego to have a
chill,
good
very
car
chill.
scene though?
Where?
San Diego.
Yeah.
San Diego.
Yeah, I've bought a few cars from people there. There's a good scene out there too.
I got my timing
more
belt
tame.
down there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Didn't do it myself.
I would just say you didn't do a mechanic on that one. Can I ask you this? What was your number one craziest, for example, like acquisition buy story? The
What do you mean?
craziest.
What do you mean?
Like for example, when you were like right now, like in your current day to day, you're out here trying to look for cars, private sale, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
What was your craziest purchasing? Like your purchase story, where you
Oh
saw
my
a
God.
deal and you were like,
Like a story?
I need to capitalize on this story.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I have one off the rip. I know there's one crazier one. I just can't think of it right now. But
Sorry, tell this one and then maybe
I'll
we'll come
tell
to
the
you.
one, and it's actually from a car I bought in San Diego. Oh man, it was this guy, older dude. He loved his car. He didn't want to. I could tell he wouldn't sell it to me if he knew I was trying to flip it. So I had to sing a whole song and dance about how I'm buying this car for my little brother, whose like dream is this car, and we scraped up the last penny to buy this car. Like I think we bought it for like 35, and it was worth more, like way more. And he didn't want to go low, very low, but we pretty much pitied him into it. Borderline fucked up. I'm sorry, bro. 'Cause I made this guy sell his baby. He had a name for. I almost didn't want to sell it after, bro. Like
You almost felt bad. Like
let me tell you what he
felt to the point where
did. So
you
I
started
pulled
feeling
up.
bad.
I got one of my partner's cousins to come with us to act like a stupid little fanboying kid when we got there. I'm like, look, when you get there, act like you're thankful that your older brother's buying you this car. Then we get to the scene, and dude, the guy, like, you could tell he's like sad to sell his car. So I'm like telling my friend, like, he's like geeking out over the car. And then while we're leaving, like, I already got it for a crazy price. And then he's like, by the way, I have a whole bunch of parts in the garage. Come with me. Bro, we're coming out. He's giving me like full exhaust systems, like all these parts. He's like, here, I know it's going to a good home. Bro, I'm like crying. I'm like,
That hurts.
bro. And then to top it off, while we're leaving, he walked in his house. I'm getting ready to like put it in gear and go. He comes back. He's like, by the way, slaps the door. He's like, take good care of her. Her name's Chloe.
Chloe.
Like fucking named it too. I'm
Oh
like,
my goodness.
yeah. I'm
What
like,
was the car?
It was a BM. It was an M3.
Okay.
was an M3,
Did
yeah.
I miss
Oh
that?
goodness, and then the M3. No,
But it was like his dream car. He
Yeah.
didn't want to get rid of it. I think his wife like made him like go over
Dream
it.
M3,
that's business, baby.
Mexico Blue.
Some of these wives, bro. How often I get like guys, and maybe I'm just not married yet, so I don't understand the dynamic. But I get so many guys that like they can't buy the car without telling their wife.
Bro, I mean,
I don't know if that's normal.
That is the dynamic. Let me
or
tell
if
you.
these men just gotta get a hold of, or if these men just gotta get a hold of your finances. Like,
no, bro, no.
like if I'm buying a car, I'm buying a
we
car.
might have mixed opinions on this.
Yeah,
on
I
this
don't know.
thing.
It
Depends.
seems like,
It depends
I'm a
on
grown-ass man.
It depends on the scenario.
That's true. It does, and again, it depends on the household, and it depends on the way everything's
Yeah.
structured and the way you guys have your relationship. Obviously,
yeah.
But if I'm bringing it home, okay, and I'm really bringing it in,
Yeah.
I'm doing whatever the heck I want with my money.
Yeah.
If I feel like going to spend $250 on a GT3 or whatever, or a Porsche, and coming
Yeah.
back, she can't say shit.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Granted, obviously everyone's structures differently. Everyone thinks.
Yeah, if you guys are going like
differently. It is what it
50-50
is.
on everything, then
And again, it all depends on structure. But
it's
have
just
you?
funny,
Would you say, as being one that really scalps for deals and stuff like that, how many times have you seen and been able to take advantage of certain situations where you can either tell that the wife's making them sell the car, or the wife got possession of the car in either divorce or whatever, and she's like, I don't care. I hated that he was so in love with his car.
Yeah.
Take it. Give me whatever you can give me for it.
Yeah. I've never been in the divorce situation yet, but I hear of it happening. Yeah, bro. Mostly it's just people that like something bad happened in their life, and it's almost all circumstantial. Like if someone needs a quick cash out, like that's where people like me come in. Like I'm there to save the day. Like you're down on your loan, Some people are in some fucked up.
Save the day is how you say it, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Look at the way this guy has his mindset turned.
I mean, think about it. It's either you're gonna list the car. Let's say you need money, right?
Right.
But you need it now. It's either you're gonna list the car and sit on it for 3 months, or you can give it to me at a pretty decent discount, and I'll cash you out right there, and you can get out of your shitty car loan and move on with your life. Get on with your day. You know, happens to me all the time. There's some cars I take a loss on just because I need money to buy this other car.
Right.
That
Because again, at the end of the day, your volume, you're trying to move units, you're trying to do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So some people twist it into like taking advantage, like maybe with that story I just said maybe, but yeah.
It depends on the situation.
I was like, it depends on the situation.
So where do you see Corsa in like 5 years?
Fuck, bro. It's a lot of big goals. I want to get a warehouse, number one. I'm not fucking with the outdoor.
You want an all indoor facility?
Yeah, big indoor facility.
It's very hard to find here.
Service center. I want to do my rod bearings in-house, bro. Because I'm paying No Limit Motor Work.
You got check engine lights, you know where to go.
Yeah, No Limit Motor Work out of La Habra. They're my main guys for BMW work. They do all my rod bearings. Hottie, amazing guy. But damn, dude, I give that guy like almost like 5 to 6K a month just on M3 rod bearings.
Really?
Yeah, because bro, like these M3s, like trust me, I spend like $2,000 to get them done. I don't have to spend that to get it done. I do it because number one, it helps my brand. Like, I'm the dealer that does. They sell their M3s with the rods already done.
Right.
It helps my sell out and it helps the customer out. You know what I mean? Because trust me, like $2,000 on each M3, like I'd love to keep that.
No, 100%.
But I do it just because it helps my rep out, bro. People are confident. That's the only thing. But now I've seen dealers like my buddy. He sent me this one M3. He sent me some dealer over in different state. I don't want to put anyone on blast, but bro, some of these dealers be lying about service records. Like he
That does not surprise me.
Not at all.
Yeah, and it tripped me out because I'm like, dude, I'm out here doing it legit, like not to brag, but I'm spending this money to do it right.
Right.
And he sends me this photo of the dealer. He said the rod bearings it was an E46 M3. He said the rod bearings are done. This is the only 3 things this car needs: rods, vanos, and subframe. He told him the rod bearings are done. He's like, do you have the receipt for it? He's like, it was done on the recall. I don't have the receipt. Number one, it's like now you're either capping or maybe you're telling the truth, but now I don't have a receipt. So how am I supposed to trust you?
Right.
So don't say it at that point. And then for a subframe, he's like, do you have the receipt? Bro, he sends him some like bullshit bushing repair he did. That's not a subframe job.
Right.
So see, there's some people out there who believe that shit. Feel bad for them. And then for the vanos, he literally just sent him like a valve adjustment. Like he didn't do the vanos. He didn't replace the vanos. So that's called the big 3 on the E46 M3. So
on the E46 specifically?
Yeah, the E46. The number one people think I ask for before buying one is the big 3 done. And then that's what some slimy dealers like will say. Like they'll give you
like, oh yeah, it's done.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, we did this.
And how many people just don't even question it? They're just like, oh, cool, you said it's done.
Well,
a lot of people,
now, since now the M3 market is so advanced, like everyone kind of knows their shit. Most people won't fall for it.
It's cold buying. It's cultists that are buying it.
Yes.
So they understand. They're like, I know exactly what needs to be done.
Because that's another. It probably makes it a lot easier to sell the cars too when it's all done.
Yeah.
Because it's like they know it's a headache to have to go get that stuff done. Like find a good shop and like take the car out there. So it's like, oh, this is all done. I can just drive it off the lot, go up to Crest, and I'm chilling.
Yeah. No Limit is like 45 minutes from me. Like,
yeah,
I have to pay toll just to take it there.
But you said it's in La Mirada?
Yeah, La Habra.
La Habra.
Yeah,
45 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say
like an hour and 10.
Trust them. It's not like a normal job a mechanic down the street could do. Obviously. They could do it, but they're gonna fuck it up.
Absolutely.
So you want a warehouse in the future?
Warehouse, service center.
What kind of cars are you trying to sell? Same thing, or you?
I'll always stay true to the car, the Enthusiast. I only do Enthusiast cars. That's like my bread and butter. Like I'll always stay true to that, just because that's like what brought me up. But I want to level up maybe a little bit towards like the GT3s, 458s, stuff like that.
Bro, you better. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I need to skip to the next level. How the hell am I supposed to do that?
Yeah. No,
we need to work ourselves in the 488s and some Huracans and stuff like that. So that way, when it comes time, I can swap myself into something nice like that.
Of course, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That's the goal. Because it's just part of it. And it's
maybe
not
some
like
R8s?
R8s. Give me an R8.
Yeah. And my buddy Gavi over here getting some R8.
Not for 90 grand though.
I would say V10 under 100, good condition.
I'll go somewhere else. Someone will sell it to me.
Someone will sell it to you. All you gotta do is find some desperation.
Yeah.
Be ready, and we'll roll on.
Some guy's like, the suspension's been done. You're good.
It's done.
Yeah. The clutch still got 60% life left. You're chilling.
Dude, people are terrible.
60% life, huh? Let's measure it.
Terrible. People are terrible.
It's like, yeah, I took the coach off. It told me 60%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's about it. Yeah, there's not much. There's like almost a ceiling to how far you could get into dealer life. Like maybe franchise out. That's about it. But I don't know. We'll see.
Do you see yourself potentially getting multiple locations, or do you think you want to just kind of? So you can't.
Yeah,
really,
for
we're gonna
sure.
scale
Maybe,
this thing then.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah, here in Miami, because I want to tend to where the car scene is.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, so
He's trying to be like Iluso.
Literally.
Yeah, Iluso is. Yeah, I fuck with Iluso, bro. Those guys are doing very good. I'm pretty much doing what Iluso is doing, but for the medium tier sports cars.
I will say, Iluso has some of the most competitively priced supercars I've ever seen,
and they lead it. They control the hypercar supercar.
They understand the way that again. In my opinion, they understand the way that sales should be played. Yeah. They're not trying to make huge profits off of one sale.
I'm sure they're making huge profits, but they're not making profits by fucking you.
Exactly. You can. I guarantee you right now, if they have a car in inventory, you can go in and look at the mile rate, whatever you want. If it's not the cheapest, it'll be bottom 3. I guarantee you.
And they negotiate too. I've negotiated with. I bought a RS Q8 for my friend for them. Yeah, they give us a pretty good deal. So
the owner of Iluso has a cool story.
Are you gonna share it?
I mean, well, maybe one day we'll have him on. And
there it is. We'll save it for that moment.
What's the story though? Brief.
These might not be the exact details, but I met him a while back. He, I want to say he was working for a Mercedes dealership, I think, and he was a buyer for the dealership. So he started as a buyer and then started buying some of the nicer cars. And then at some point, I don't know if he went out on his own and started doing it or was doing it for a dealer, but he started getting into the supers like back, when people were scared to buy supercars, especially used ones.
Yeah.
And so he became the guy that would buy your supercar off you, basically. And so he was kind of like one of the first and leaders into that space. And then he started a software that like allows dealers to trade supercars and stuff. Like it's kind of like it's a B2B platform for dealers to like do deals on supercars with each other. So that's kind of like behind the scenes. Most people don't know about that stuff, but
I think I get you in touch with them.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff.
I have his email. So
there it is, baby. Yeah. One step closer, baby.
We'll talk to Donnie one of these days.
Donnie will be on this podcast one of these days. You watch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you guys are doing good. I like it. I like the thing. Are you guys gonna do only cars, or you guys maybe gonna try to get other people in professions, or just straight car game?
You want to share your answer on that, and I'll share mine after? Or you want to share combined opinion?
I would say that like at least for this show, like automotive will always be the core.
Yeah, because we know some cool people who are in other industries. Like
100%.
Yeah,
like Devin in the fitness game. I'd love to hear what that guy goes on in his head.
Oh my goodness,
one of the most dedicated people I know.
Literally, like one of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, I mean, cars are definitely kind of our niche. There's a lot of people that talk to a lot of interesting people.
100%.
We're trying to build up our following in the car world. So that's what I would say.
It'll always be our core, but I think the one thing that we're learning to like be okay with is like even just like the topics on the podcast and even just topics of content in general. Talking about other things is not a bad way or bad direction or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're building a podcast, but at the same time, we're building him and I.
You too.
You know what I mean? It's a supercar connection, but at the same time, it's who is Joe, who is Gavin, you know what I mean? So like we're talking about like our thoughts on finances and our thoughts on business and our thoughts on some worldviews. And like,
because I've seen some of you guys just talk about
even motivational stuff. Yeah, 100%. But cars will always be the core content. Content.
That's what holds it all together.
Yeah, but I think we eventually scale into like maybe like a little like not like lifestyle, but more so just like cars. But
well, the good thing is almost everyone that kills it in their industry is somewhat a car guy. So
exactly, it's like if you have some.
It always boils down to it's like you just killed it. What's the first thing you're probably gonna do? Go buy a car.
Right. Yeah. Then you can tell us some stories about how you sold your pool business for $80 million.
Yeah, 100%.
But we're going to talk about the cars too.
Yeah, that you were starting as a pressure washer, and now you got 400 pressure washers, and now all of a sudden you're buying SVJs. Buy my course on how to start a pressure washing business.
But yeah, you seem like kind of a perfect fit for our first guest, being 100%. Like with the dealership and stuff, and the deal with the Ferrari. It was just a good fit. And this won't be the end of it, right?
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I mean, I'm not sure if am I allowed to announce the news at the end of this podcast?
Job? Yeah.
But we're eventually, again, timing, the details will be announced later, but you guys are going to see the first ever Supercar Connection Corsa Galleria mashup for a car meet here in Glendale, California, coming up pretty soon.
Car meet, and we'll do a rally.
Do a rally as well, yes.
No, some boring. no boring. What the fuck was that?
It's all good, bro.
No boring car meet. Open up your engine.
Yeah, no,
talk some shit.
nothing.
We're gonna have
bring
a good
the
time.
E46s.
Yeah.
Bring the E92s.
We're gonna shut down the freeway.
Let's go kill ourselves on the freeway. Let's have a good time.
Bring the GR Corolla.
Yes, bring the GR Corollas. Bring the white Mercedes. Bring the G63s, the Aventadors, the Bentley Bentegas. Bring everything.
Yeah,
4C.
everything.
Yes, but you cannot pull up no base model S classes, no 7 Series, especially if you live in Glendale. No, absolutely not. But yes, that is coming soon. Details will be released soon.
Yeah.
But I think this was a good one.
Yeah, this was
Everything
awesome.
was good.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks
thank
for
you,
Bro,
for coming on.
100%. And I appreciate you letting us shoot at your spot too.
Yeah.
As you guys can tell, obviously, if we're this deep, this is not our normal studio
Yeah.
setup. But we're here at Corsa Galleria, like we said before. So shout out to George for letting us do this. And again, bro, thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing what the future relationship will build and what we can bring it into.
Of course, bro. Yeah, we're still young. We got a long ways to go.
We got a long ways to go, baby.
Long
Like we
ways.
always say, we're just getting started.
Yep.
We're out.
That's a wrap.
Made it.